First of all, we are going to talk about our brand in the tonight's market. So on period 0, we were given two products. First brand, it was called Rock. Rock, it was a very important product for our business, and it was focused on two targets. The first target, where it had a 30.7% of the market share, it was professionals, who was a target that it has been growing all the periods. And the second target, where it had a 17% of the market shares, it was high earners. Finally, we had another product called Roll. Roll wasn't as important as Rock in the first period, so we tried to increase revenues during all the periods. And Roll was focused on explorers, where it had an 11.7% of the market share.
So, that's the strategy. At the beginning, we have focused in two tonight's brands, Rock and Roll. This is Rock. What we can say about Rock is that this was a very profitable band during the periods. So, we could say that it was very well sold, and I think we have made an Apple strategy. So, we have focused in profs and high earners, as we said. But not everything was okay, so let's talk about Roll. Roll had little problems, because we haven't defined the customer needs properly. So first of all, we tried to orientate as shopper segments, but unfortunately that was not the best strategy. So at the end of the periods, we decided to get rid of him, and we had focused in bodies. So we can say that one of the most important facts of our strategy was to analyze our competitors. That was very important, and thanks to graphics we could define how competitors were moving around.
In the first periods, we decided to observe the competence and learn how the market is working. Then we position our products, Rock and Roll, into two different targets. First, Rock is positioned in high futures and high price, and Roll is positioned in a medium level futures and price. After some periods, we saw that Rock is doing good and the sales are so high, so we decide to increase the production and maintain the price on the futures. In the other hand, Roll doesn't work in the market, and we decide to change the futures in order to fix a target and attract customers into our product. We also invest on R&D, and we grow in the market.
During this period, we reached the first place. That means that we were following a good strategy. From the other part, we decided to create a new Sonite project. The name of this new Sonite project was Run, and was focused on cyber consumers. In the other hand, we decided to create also a new Bodite project with the objective of disrupt the market, and our money were invested in R&D area.
Periods 7, 8, and 9, when we took a first glance at the share price index, we saw that the gap between our team and the company in the first place had become fairly large. The leading team had disrupted the Vorite industry, and that was the reason why they were being so successful. These news had made us very worried and scared for our place in the competition. However, after doing some extensive R&D market research in the Vorite industry, and after having some investment, we created a new Vorite called Rehone. We played around a bit with the display and the attributes of this new Vorite until we reached the perfect successfully balance. This Vorite had become the top in the Vorite industry and has led us to become the industry leaders. When talking about total market sales, we reached an astonishing 54% of the market sales of the Vorite industry, and that has led us to increase the share price index in these 3 periods.
With the exit of the queue in Vorite, we thought it was a good idea to launch a new one. It was the last decision to make. We were in a position where we had to catch up with the leading team, and yeah, the decision was made. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right decision. We spent lots of money on it, and obviously we were not really prepared to launch it. So it kind of was the wrong decision to do. However, we took some risk, and unfortunately didn't pay off, which basically brought us to final conclusion, and we went to a second place, which is not bad, but we were hoping for something a little better. But yeah, that's what it is. Thank you for your attention.